He noticed it too late. The glass in front of him shimmered under the chandelier lights, the amber liquid catching reflections from crystal and gold. Expensive, perfect, prepared exactly the way he liked it. And yet something felt wrong. Alexander Kane, Billionaire CEO and one of the most powerful men in the room, paused before lifting the glass to his lips. The annual Kane Foundation Gala filled the ballroom with laughter, music, and money. Deals were being made with smiles. Enemies toasted each other with champagne. Everyone here wanted something from him. Everyone except the waitress. She stood quietly near the edge of the room, eyes lowered, hands steady, blending into the background like she was trained to disappear. Her name was Lily Moore, and she had just saved his life. Alexander didn't know it yet. Moments earlier, Lily had been refilling glasses along the VIP table. She moved efficiently, silently, unnoticed. That's how you survived in places like this, by not existing too loudly. But when she reached Alexander's table, she froze. Not visibly. Not enough for anyone else to notice. Just enough. She had grown up watching her father taste wine before serving it at a small family restaurant. She had learned smells, textures, subtle changes. And this drink was wrong. The color was slightly off. The surface tension didn't break the way it should. And when she leaned in, pretending to wipe the table, she smelled it. Bitter, sharp, chemical. Her heart slammed against her ribs. Poison. Not the dramatic kind people imagined. No instant collapse, no screaming. The kind that killed quietly within minutes. She glanced around. Security everywhere. Powerful men laughing, cameras watching. If she spoke up, she'd be dragged away. Fired. Possibly worse. If she did nothing, she swallowed. Then, without looking at Alexander, she reached forward. In one smooth, natural motion, she lifted his glass and replaced it with another identical one from her tray. No announcement, no warning, just a swap. Alexander watched the entire thing. He didn't stop her. He didn't react. But his eyes followed the glass as it disappeared. The new one sat in front of him. He stared at it. Lily's hand trembled for half a second before she moved on. She told herself it was over. She was wrong. Alexander lifted the new glass, took a sip, and slowly turned his head. Their eyes met, just for a moment. In that moment, Lily knew he understood. And Alexander Kane knew something else, too. Someone had just tried to kill him. The gala continued as if nothing had happened. But Alexander's heart pounded harder than it had in years. He didn't drink again. Instead, he leaned back in his chair, scanning the room. His business partner smiled at him. A rival raised a glass. A politician laughed too loudly. Which one of them had ordered his death? And why now? Across the room, Lily tried to steady her breathing. She told herself to stay calm. She told herself she was just a waitress. But she could feel it, eyes on her. And when the evening ended, Alexander didn't leave with the others. He stood, straightened his jacket, and quietly said to his head of security, "Find out who she is." Lily Moore finished her shift unaware that the most dangerous man in the room now trusted her with his life, and that the glass she swapped had already started a chain of events that would destroy an empire. Lily didn't sleep that night. Every sound outside her apartment made her flinch. Every car that slowed near the building sent her heart racing. She replayed the moment over and over. The glass, the smell, his eyes. She should have told someone. But who listens to a waitress? The next morning, she was summoned. Not asked, summoned. A black car waited outside the cafe where she worked her second job. The driver stepped out. "Ms. Moore, Mr. Kane would like to see you." Her stomach dropped. Inside Kane Tower, everything was glass and steel and silence. Lily felt smaller with every step. Alexander Kane waited alone in a private conference room. No assistants, no lawyers. Just him. He gestured for her to sit. She didn't. "I want to know why you did it," he said calmly. I didn't do anything," Lily replied. Alexander slid 2 glasses across the table. One empty. One sealed in a clear evidence container. "This," he said, tapping the container, "tested positive for a slow-acting toxin. Fatal in under 10 minutes." Lily's knees weakened. You smelled it, Alexander continued. You knew, she nodded. Why not tell me? Her voice shook. Because I didn't want to die. Silence. Then Alexander laughed softly. Not cruelly, not mockingly, honestly. That, he said, is the most truthful answer I've heard in years. He leaned forward. You could have walked away. I couldn't, Lily said. My brother died because no one stepped in when something felt wrong. Alexander's expression changed. Someone poisoned him? He asked. No, she said. They ignored him. Alexander leaned back, eyes distant. My wife died the same way, he said quietly. Surrounded by people who did nothing. That was the moment Lily understood. This wasn't just about survival. This was about guilt. Alexander stood. Someone inside my inner circle did this, he said. And now they know the attempt failed. He turned to her. That makes you a liability. Her heart stopped. And an ally, he added. Days passed. Lily was moved to a secure location. Her phone monitored. Her name erased from staff lists. Meanwhile, Alexander played the gala footage again and again. He noticed something disturbing. Every man at the table had drunk from his glass except him. Except one. Marcus Vale, his closest friend. The man who helped build his empire. Alexander confronted him privately. Marcus smiled. Denied everything, but fear flickered. That was enough. Before Alexander could act, Marcus moved first. Security alarms tripped at Lily's safe house. Power cut, doors forced. Lily ran, she hid. She remembered her father's words. When poison is involved, trust the quiet ones. Alexander arrived just in time. Sirens screamed. Marcus was arrested. But the damage was done. News broke. Stock prices fell. The board turned on Alexander. And in the chaos, Lily discovered the final truth. Marcus wasn't acting alone. The board had approved it. Alexander Kane was never meant to survive, and now Lily was the only witness left alive. Alexander Kane stood before the board, eyes cold. You tried to kill me, he said. They didn't deny it, they justified it. You've grown weak, one of them said. Sentimental. Alexander smiled. He pressed a button. Screens lit up. Evidence. Recordings, confessions, including the toxin order, including Marcus, including everything. The room collapsed into panic. Within hours, the board was dismantled. Charges filed, empires seized. Alexander turned to Lily. You saved my life, he said. Now I want to change yours. She shook her head. I didn't do it for that. I know, he said. That's why I trust you. Months later, Lily stood at a podium, not as a waitress, but as the head of Kane Ethics Foundation, dedicated to whistleblowers, workers, the invisible ones. Alexander watched from the audience. No glass in his hand, only gratitude. Later that night, they returned to the gala hall. Empty now, Alexander placed a single glass on the table. He filled it, then slid it away. Some things, he said, are never worth risking again. Lily smiled. And for the first time, Alexander Kane felt safe. Because sometimes, the quietest act is the loudest form of courage.